This is Boxing Tickets NI. We are delighted to be joined all the way in New York with Feargal McCrory. How are you, Feargal?
I'm good, Stephen. Good to be here. Good to be back on.
It definitely is. I was just saying it before we started. Obviously, I'd done your interview for the first time, obviously with us before your last fight in St Patrick's weekend. And obviously to think that obviously, in a short space of time, 3 months later, around about here we are on the verge of a world title fight. I guess that's is a nutshell life for you, isn't it? You just don't know what's around the corner.
No, you never know what's about to present itself or pop up, especially in boxing. Yeah, it's been crazy. I'm excited. Looking forward to it. I'm working very, very hard. We're almost there now.
I guess probably a good place to start off. Obviously, it was your last fight. Obviously, you were back in MSG again, and you'd said to me, in the lead up to it, doubt me, judge me, but based it obviously after a fight and what a performance. Obviously, third round stoppage over a Mexican, and that obviously got you world ranked, and it's got you led to this moment. So everything you put into that fight camp has led to what's here now, and I'm sure you're obviously more delighted with your performance this time around than you were last time.
Oh, absolutely. In the November fight, as I said, a lot of things needed to change, and we addressed those things. We changed them, and we carried that into March. We had a great training camp, and we fought Carlson, the former world title challenger himself, a tough Mexican, a proud Mexican. Again, someone who had a full training camp. He wasn't called on 2 and 3 weeks' notice. I think he had 9 or 10 weeks or something. We came, we performed, and we got ranked number 12 in the world. Then off the back of that, obviously, we got offered the shot to fight for the WBA Super Featherweight world title. I accepted, accepted it right away.
I probably imagine that the person you are, Feargal, you probably didn't even ask the specifics and money or anything else like that. When a world title opportunity presents itself, the money doesn't matter. Obviously, sometimes you nearly fight for peanuts to get the opportunity to fight for the bigger paydays to come afterwards.
Well, I can tell you a funny story. The day before the fight was offered to me, my wife and kids and myself were in Donegal, and we're up at the beach. My wife's uncle and aunt have a mobile up there. We were talking about boxing, and one of the things I had said to him, this was on Sunday afternoon, I said that when I was young, I never ever dreamed of being rich. I only ever dreamed of being world champion. Now, that's not to say I'm not getting well paid, but the money's regardless. It's not saying I'm getting well paid, it's nobody's business. Mm-hmm. But what I am saying is the opportunity to be world champion. I got a text message then on the Monday. I was actually driving to a hardware store, and I was on the phone to a friend of mine out here in America, a very good friend of mine, Robin. And the conversation started with, "Have you any news yet? Any news in the fight?" "No, nothing." So I'm driving to the hardware. I was getting a roll of ceramic, doing a bit of work at the house, and I got a text message from Julio Stein, one of the big guys in the WBA. He says, "Champ, are you ready for the big time?" And I says to Robbie, he says, "I think I get nothing for a title shot." I said, what are you talking about? This is the same conversation where it started off with any fight. He said, "What are you talking about?" And I told him about the text message I received. My reply was, "When and where?" His reply to that was, Lamont, Roach Jr., question mark. My reply was, "When and where?" He says, "You're ready to fight." So in capitals, the reply again was, "When and where?" It's a no-brainer.
I'm guessing probably at that stage, you're well aware, obviously, initially I was supposed to be Jono Carroll was obviously supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach. And obviously they had that negotiation period, and then the WBA hadn't said anything of that negotiation period had passed. So probably when you were offered the fight and you were saying Lamont Roach, you were sort of going, but he's fighting Jono. Did it probably feel like a joke to you in a way that someone was trying to take the hand out of you?
No, because I know Julio. Julio was the man I dealt with when I was sorting out the WBA Continental American title fight. Mm-hmm. So Julio was someone I had been in regular contact with. He's the man who presented me in the ring after the fight in Madison Square Garden with the title. He's the man who gave me the instructions on the rules of the weigh-in for the St. Patrick's Day weekend event. But I had also been talking to Jono before I fought for the WBA Continental America title. Jono and I are friends. He's a great person. Says to Jono, listen, you go and beat Lamont, and I'll be world ranked, and we can do it. Things didn't turn out that way, and I was offered the opportunity, and I accepted.
Obviously, it's very poignant. Obviously, I remember the last time we spoke, obviously, about the SSE, obviously 7 years ago today, you obviously fought on the SSE card. Obviously, Ryan Burnett obviously became the IBF world champion. It's crazy to think like 7 years later from there, here we are just over 2 weeks out from you fighting for world title yourself.
Yeah, well, if you had taken COVID out of that, there's 3 years, that would have taken me 4 years from that point.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I'm glad to be here. Everybody, you're exactly where you're meant to be at that time. You know, I'm a big believer in that. I've come through a lot of adversity to be here. So many things that went on. Like, but there's no poor me story. Like, it's just my story. And not even the COVID situation. I don't even mean that. I mean, everyone was affected by that. But so many other things went on behind the scene that people don't understand. So I've been tested mentally, you know, to see, do I really want this support I get from the people in America at home, my friends, most of them, like in particular my family and my wife, the kids, mother, father, sister, aunts, uncles. You know, I mean, listen, I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky, and I am exactly where I'm meant to be right now at this time. You know?
Like, it's crazy to think, Feargal, we went 5 years without a world champion. Anto Cacace became world champion at IBF at Super Feather last month, and created Irish boxing history and becoming the first male Super Featherweight world champion. And it's crazy to think just over a month later that you're going to become the second.
I was delighted for Anto. I was watching this fight in my apartment in New York on Mad, and so we're 5 hours behind your time. So like, it was early in the evening, and me going mad, crazy through the place. I was delighted for him. My opportunity now, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
Anto probably similar to yourself, and obviously he's had to come through adversity and stuff as well. Obviously, not a lot of people know, but obviously, whenever the whole Wembley carry-on was going on, that there was obviously rumblings that potentially could have been a fight between you. Do you think that maybe 6 or 12 months in the line, you could obviously both be fighting in a unification, the first male All-Irish world title fight? Like, that could be on the horizon very soon.
Yeah, but listen, it's all smoke and mirrors. I have to go and beat Lamont sooner. You know, the Wembley situation. Yeah, we were offered the fight a few days out. It didn't materialise. It was probably down to the promoters or whatever the case may be. That was such a bad episode that happened through that time. But you know, I can't look past Lamont here. Have a fight in a little over 2 weeks' time. I'm going to the champions backyard. It's a path that's been walked many, many times before. But listen, let's pass these hurdles, and you know, let's talk. Let's talk. You know, but I can't look past this. Yes, in the ideal world, absolutely, 100% unbelievable. But it's irrelevant. Right now, it's irrelevant. Let's take care of business on June 28th, and yeah, let's see what happens after that. But
it's no surprise to me that obviously, and I know you posted yesterday to say that you're selling an absolute bucket load of tickets. It's going to feel like home probably for you in a way that you're probably going to have more support there for you than Lamont Roach is going to have in his own hometown.
You see, boxing's a business. Now, I could sell 10 times more than I'm selling. And the reason I'm not is because I'm not funding the show. They've given me, like, my ticket, the deal I'm getting on the tickets is not what it could be. That's what I'm not pushing it as hard as I can. I initially planned to go down here like a lone soldier, one man, go in, do a job, and with no big promoter and his millions behind me, this was always going to be the case for me to fight for a world title. So mentally, I've been in this place and visualized this happening many, many times. So this is nothing new or no shock to the system to me. It's obviously new. I've never done it before, but it's what I visualized and what I imagined how it's going to be. I was planning to go myself. A few people come, yeah, up to support. Like from New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Baltimore, Chicago, Los Angeles, California. I mean, and then you got your 83 people, I think 86 people flying from Ireland, all over Ireland. Like,
It's them sort of things that inspire you, Feargal, isn't it? Whenever you have people from all over that want to be involved and want to be part of obviously your success, you know, do you sort of have to pinch yourself sometimes to go, why are these people following me? Why are they, you know, why is everybody doing this out of their own way? Because obviously you're humble at the end of the day. So when you're seeing all the support you're getting, everybody wants to come to the fight, you're going, really, what's going on?
I said it before, and I'll say it again, and I mean it. No matter what I achieve in a ring, or what accolade or title or anything that I ever create or make, my greatest achievement in boxing will be the support that I've received. It's it's like ah, it's insane. I mean, I go running on the same avenue, the Emerald Mile, Little Ireland, and people blow the horn and wave, shout, or I go for a walk, people stop and we talk, and it's something very, very special when you can go so far away from home and feel at home, you know, and really feel like you belong there and you're appreciated and supported, and to represent those people and my sponsors who I couldn't do this without. I mean, on I'm just somebody from Coalisland who is is
Living the dream.
living the 13-year-old boy inside me dream, you know. And look, I'm in New York City. I've always dreamed of being here training and fighting, and here I am in New York City training for a world title shot. It's taken me a long time to get here, but as I said before, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
When you obviously when everything's still so fresh with Anto Cacace and you're seeing his homecoming and seeing him going to the schools and stuff like that as well, does it make it easier for you now to visualize you being in that scenario? Do you know that it's very, very soon after that you can visualize you and Coalisland going to your primary school, you know, having a homecoming sort of thing? Is it is but I guess you have to sort of keep your mind focused on the fight. You can't get ahead too much, but it's very easy for you probably to visualize it now from seeing that so fresh.
The attention on it is getting great, great. Best of luck, and I hope that more importantly, money comes off the back of it for him. He can get the proper profile and platform to start creating something for after boxing and an exit plan and an exit strategy. Personally, I am just looking at June 28th. I get an opportunity to change my life. Not my life. I live a great life. You know, I have a beautiful home, a beautiful family, I have a good job.
Are you still there?
Job. She she uh she's pregnant with her third. She's more babies. This is a good opportunity to do that. What happens in terms of attention and homecoming? I'm very low key. You know, I'm happy going home and getting a hold on, getting a Chinese and chilling out with the family. You know, we do barbecue at the back, and I'm not whatever happens, it comes with it. Comes with it. But But now, to be honest, to bring that world title home to Coalisland and all those people who supported me from day one would be incredible. It would be insane, but it's not something I'm visualizing.
Yes, I guess it's hard. It's hard to sort of look past and I guess in some ways, if Lamont Roach was probably saying the same and looking past you, you would think they're not focused fully. You know, you have to have your full 100% focus on the fight. Everything else that comes afterwards comes after whenever your hands raised.
Yeah, you know, it's a guy actually rang me yesterday about an after party. Where is it? And it's not sorted just yet. And I'm not sorting it. People sorting it. I says, listen, I don't care. I don't care where it is. Many people's there. Who's going? I don't care. I'm only thinking about the fight. This is all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not focusing on anything else. I get up in the morning and train. I relax. I make breakfast. I go to train and I come home. I relax. I make it for a walk, a recovery session. I may have training again. But everything I do has a reason for it. Everything I'm doing is just building towards June 28th. And that is my sole focus. I didn't see June 29th or anything. I see nothing after it. My be all and end all is on June 28th. And that's all I see right now.
And obviously Lamont Roach, obviously as a fighter, you know, I guess probably in Irish probably circles, people wouldn't have seen too much of him. He's a former opponent. I think his one and only loss came to Jamel Heron, who broke Frampton's heart. Have you done much studying of Lamont Roach as a fighter? You know, I think I obviously seen him on the pro boxing show last week, and he was sort of saying that he's obviously going to make you overstretch, and obviously then he's going to go to work. It's his homecoming, but you're there to spoil the party for him.
What does he think I'm going to be doing when he's doing all that? Like, you know, just stand there, like, you know, like he's. Yeah, we've done our homework, but
But obviously you're coming, I guess, coming to the end probably of the hard, obviously. So, well, not that you come to the hard part. Obviously, you still just over 2 weeks to go in the fight, but you're probably coming to the closing stretches, obviously, of sparring and things like that. I'm probably sure you just can't wait now. You're probably just counting down the days until obviously it's fight night and you can put the gloves on and go to work.
yeah, well, I have five spars left. With camp, it's crazy, it's gone so fast. I'm feeling very good. There's some very good strong partners. Look, I prepared the best I possibly can, and superstar in his hometown and bring it back home. Then we fights and then we fought in the yard. And now we're fighting for the world title. Like, I know he's not overlooking me after the fact. He's a world champion. They don't give out word talk about how much better he is than all of his opponents. Even his last opponent, he talked about how much better he was. And a flash knockdown won him the fight in the last round. If he hadn't done that, he lost the fight. He still only wins the decision. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. You know, like he's a very good operator, 100%. Is he the best I've fought? Yes. Is he the best I've shared the ring with? No. Do I believe in my own team and my capabilities and my preparation and our game plan? 100%. So I don't care what he says. Once we get into the ring, we're talking out into the. I don't need to shout it from the rooftops because I'm confident. I see it as a when these people talk and shout. I see it as an act of insecurity. You know, he's trying to fool like. You want to tell me you're working hard? Yeah, you're a fighter. You're supposed to work hard. You tell me you're confident? Yeah, you're a fighter. You're supposed to be confident. You want to do all this stuff, right? So what am I doing when you're doing that? Honest, let me. Problem. Let's see.
Definitely. Well, look, obviously, we'll let you obviously go and prepare for obviously your last couple of weeks. Obviously, we can't wait to fight week. We can't wait to obviously see the crowd going mad. Feargal McCrory's army going absolutely mental. Obviously, we have our fingers and toes and everything crossed for you, Feargal. You're going to become the second male Irish world champion in 2024, and obviously adding your name into the folklore of Irish boxing history.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be very, very ready for that time, and I can't wait.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time as always, and I'm sure we'll see you when you're coming home for this homecoming party.
Stephen, thank you. Thanks for your time, and appreciate it. And
No
thanks
problem,
for all the
Feargal.
support
Take
too,
care.
because you've always given me a lot of publicity coming up to fights and stuff, and I really appreciate that.
Not a problem, Feargal, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, Feargal. Take care. Thank you. And the new.
And you.
Cheers. Thank you, Feargal. Bye bye. Bye bye.